Very good evening, everybody. Welcome to Pathfinders Trainings. I'm Yogeshwar Vashishtha. Thank you for attending and coming into this stock market training. Can all of you hear me properly? Can everybody see the screen properly, guys? Just give me a confirmation. Can everybody hear me properly and see the screen properly? Okay, thank you very much. I'm transmitting from here at about a 1 GB speed. My upload is about 900 Mbps. So you should be able to hear me properly. But I'll be sending a recording of this session to all of you anyway. At the end of the session, I receive recording within half an hour. I'll be sending a recording of the session to all of you. So welcome everybody. This is a live session, guy. Expecting about 125 people to attend. And as you can see, 113 of you are already here. So just about 10, 12 more people to join in. So while people are joining, let's do a small check. How many of you are absolute freshers, guys? Those who have never done anything in the stock market. Say yes if you are an absolute fresher, guys. Okay, there's a lot of freshers here. Yes, here. A lot of freshers. For me, a fresher is a person who has never done anything or who has tried based on somebody's recommendation or tip services. Those guys are freshers. And there's another set of people who have tried on their own, but they have suffered losses. And now they would like to recover back the loss. Please write the word loss if you have suffered losses and you would like to recover that back. Pawan, Dinesh, Shekhar, Anu, Balaji, Biju. Balaji says only profit, good, Minu. So there's a lot of, you can see, loss makers are more than the profit makers. Guys, I'm very sorry for your loss. And we will be talking about losses also. Losses also. So, great. Let's start. Our full attendance, 128 people now. Everybody is here. So let's start the session. This would be a 2 hour session till 11 o'clock. In the end, I'll have a question answer session. The session is interactive. You can write to me on the chat window, and whatever you write to me is visible to me only. Nobody else can see it. And in the end, I'll be sending a recording of this session to all of you. So let's start, guys. I'm Yogeshwar Vashi speaking to you from Mumbai. I am staying in Hiranandani Estate, Thane City, Mumbai. And I am a full-time stock market trader and a trading coach. Stock market is a risky place, so come here prepared. This is my trading room, guys. Every professional trader will have a trading room. This is my trading room and my 5-screen setup. I love books, so my trading room is full of books. This is the back side of my trading room, and this whole section is full of stock market books. And I have a very simple rule in my life. I'm 54 years of age now. I'm trading for almost 20 years now. And I have one simple rule. I don't put a book inside the bookshelf till I have finished it. So reading books, finishing at least one book a week has been my hobby and passion for almost my whole life here. And I believe successful people are good readers, they are good meditators, and they take care of their body. Okay, this is the stock market cycle, guys. Market goes up, market goes down. Actually, another question. Since most of the people are either beginners or loss maker, I only found one profit maker so far. Is it okay if I take this session from the very beginning, from the very start, very basics? Is that okay with everybody if I take the session from absolute zero instead of going into fancy terms? Let me see the response here. That's what most of the people are saying. Yes, so we'll take the session from the very beginning, guys. I'll take it from Absolute zero, you have full attendance. So let's take it from absolute zero, guys. Stock market is a business that is always there. The great advantage of this business is there is no recession here, there is no lockdown here. In World War I, it was open. World War II, it was open. Corona, it was open. It is still open, and that's what is a beauty of this business. Some people take it as a full-time profession, but most of the people practice it as a part-time profession. So what you go for is your choice. You know. So, and the market goes up and the market comes down. Up and down is the process of the market, and crashes are a regular thing in the market. 1992 was the Harshad Mehta scam, and then market went down 54%. Then 1996 it was down 40%. 2000 was the technology meltdown, went down 56%. 2008 was the biggest crash in the world stock market, including India, when the market went down 61%. 2010, it was down 28%. And last year also, we had a crash during Corona in March when the market went down 40% and then recovered. These are your various investment vehicles, guys. Stocks, we'll be talking about them, high returns and liquid. Then another place where most of the people park their money are FDs, company deposit, government deposit, PPF. Now, what is your PPF return per year, guys? What is your FD return? Let's start with FD. What is the return of your FD per year? How much is the FD giving you per year? Gurban say 5, 6%, 5%, 5%, 6%, 5%. So that's what it is. 5, 6%. And what is the inflation rate in India? Mehengai, the devaluation of your money, inflation rate 7%, 8%, 9%. So let's assume if you are putting money in FD growing at 6% per year and inflation is also 6% per year, what is the effective growth of your money in FD per year, guys? What is the effective growth of your money in FD per year? It is zero, actually. That's why FDs as a wealth creating instruments are absolutely useless. They can be a temporary place to park your money. That's all. Then mutual funds are a little better. Historically, mutual funds have given 10 to 12% per year returns. Last year was a little better. Otherwise, they have given very average returns of 10 to 12% a year, and that too, not all of them. Many of them have given negative returns. There are more than 1,000 mutual funds, and to choose the right one itself is a skill. Then, real estate is an asset which is losing value. After demonetization, the values of real estates are going down all over India. Bangalore is very badly hit. Chennai is very badly hit. Mumbai is badly hit. Delhi it is down by 40%. And it is a very high investment asset. You have to put money, 50 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crores to buy one. So it is not very attractive anymore. Gold was good last year, but this year it is down from 57,000 to 46,000. And cash doesn't give you anything. So if you have to look at an alternate source of income other than your job, then you have to look at stock market seriously. Now tell me one thing, guys. Is your job guaranteed? Yes or no? Is your job guaranteed? Yes or no? Tough question to ask, but we have Corona time. And there were 2 lakh and 33 cases yesterday, and it is in a bad shape. People are losing jobs. So if God forbid you lose your job, do you have a backup? Do you have a backup by which you can make the same amount of money month after month for 3 years? For most people, the answer is no. For most people, the answer is no. And that's why I say look at the stock market very seriously as an alternate source of income. So, few clarifications before I start. I have no shortcut by which you can become rich tomorrow. I have no tip service. I do not have a software to sell, and I cannot guarantee that all of you will make money. Stock market is very easy is also not true. The way you work hard to become a doctor, an engineer, the way you worked for 22 years to get your degrees and then you got your job, same way in stock market. You have to work hard for 6 months, gather the necessary skill, and then only you can become successful here. So no shortcuts. So is it okay? Is it fine, guys? I have no shortcuts. Anybody who has come looking for a shortcuts, you are in the wrong webinar. The way we work hard everywhere else, we work hard in the stock market also. How many of you are ready to work hard? Say yes if you're ready to work hard. I'm an IITian, guys. I was an NRI for more than 10 years in my life, and I've done government jobs. 15 years I was in corporates. And if I'm in stock market, I would have learned it properly. Otherwise, I wouldn't come here. So let's start the session, guys, by learning it properly. What is the expectation? This is the expectation from this profession. Every profession has an expectation. This is a reasonable expectation from the stock market once you are properly trained and skilled. In stock market, you have to do two things. Two things you have to do in stock market. First, you have to create long-term wealth. This process is called portfolio building. Portfolio building. Now, what is a portfolio? Now, let's do this one first. Let's go one by one. What is a portfolio? Now, let's go here. And if I see here these names, HDFC Life, UPL, Nestle, Dr. Reddy, Hindustan, what are all these? Sure. Let me see how many of you can answer. I like to keep my sessions interactive. What do these names signify? What do they represent? Vishwanath says scripts, stocks. Let's see who is the first one to give me a good answer. The correct answer. Let's see. Let's see. Stocks. Good companies, quality stocks, scripts. I still haven't got the answer. I'm waiting for the company stocks. These are stocks, stock price, different industries, stock, known brands, company listed. I'm still waiting for the correct answer. These are all stock, list of stock, different Nifty 50, branded companies, future and yeah, Hardik Patwa. Congratulations. The first correct answer is from Mr. Hardik Patwa. Let's see if anybody else gave it. No, Hardik Patwa, first good answer. These are all businesses, guys. What are all these? These are all businesses. And what is a business doing? A business is providing either a good or a service. Business is providing goods and services. And for those goods and services, they charge you money. They charge you money for those goods and services. And what is the primary motive of a business? What is the primary motive of a business? Yeah, let's see. Very good. Here I've got a lot of good answer to make profit. So we learned two things. There are more than 5,000 businesses listed on the Indian stock market. Each one of them is in the business of providing a good and service, and their primary motive is to now. Let's take something else. Let's say HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank had result today, and you buy 100 shares of HDFC Bank. Let's say you buy 100 shares of HDFC Bank. By buying 100 shares of HDFC Bank, what have you bought? What have you bought? Again, try. I'll be answering, of course. By buying 100 stocks of HDFC Bank, what have you bought basically? Exactly. Excellent, Mr. Paras Bhavishi and Ashok Hegde, Mayuresh Shingal, Anand Gunjal, Uday Shridorkar, all. You have bought a partnership in that company. Exactly. You got a 100 share partnership in HDFC Bank. Tell me, now that you have bought 100 shares partnership in HDFC Bank, from tomorrow, Do you have to go to HDFC Bank every day and work there because you are the business owner there? Exactly. No, very good. Excellent answers I'm getting. 150 people, guys. Nice attendance. Thank you for coming. Now, let's go back here. That means a portfolio is a list of about 20 to 25 business that you own, and you don't have to work for them, but those businesses work for you. And over a period of years, you want them to give a return of 24% per year. If your money is growing at 24% per year, how many years will it take for it to become double? It will take 3 years for it to become double, governed by the rule of 72. 72 divided by the rate of interest is the number of years in which your money will become double. So in 1 year, you know, 2 year, 3 year, 3 year it becomes double. In 6 year it again becomes double. In 9 years it again becomes double and gives you the power of compounding. Now, so far, everybody clear on the concept? When you are building a portfolio, you're owning about 20 businesses for which you do not have to work. So the income that you get from this year after year, is it an active income or is it a passive income? Is it an active income or is it a passive income, guys? It's a passive income. Do you have to leave your job to get this income? No, you don't have to leave your job to get this income. The beauty is, most of you will never have to leave your job to come to the stock market. Very few percentage become full-time trader. Most people do both. They do their jobs and businesses, and also. Now, let's build on this a little bit. Let's build the logic. If you want your business to give you returns of 24% per year, then you're looking at businesses which are growing at more than 24% per year. Correct? Let's build the logic here. Yes or no? Yes, exactly. Now, let me give you a few choices. Given a choice of buying a Reliance Industries, a Yes Bank, a Tata Steel, a Tata Motor, or a Chaman Lal Shethia, which one would you prefer to buy? Let's make it a little more interesting. I give you a choice to buy Yes Bank, Reliance Industries, Tata Steel, Tata Motors, or Chaman Lal Shethia. Which one will you buy? I'll show you the answer. That is interesting. See here? Now, let's see here. This is the answers I got. Hardik wants Yes Bank. Vishwanathan, Tata Motors, Reliance Industries, Tata Motors, Reliance, Tata, Mino, Tata, list of about Tata, Reliance. Reliance is most popular. Tata, HDFC. See, HDFC was not even in the list, but somebody said, what the hell, I'll buy HDFC. Anyway, now, if you have to find out the reality of a company, how much profitable is it, what will you look at? If you have to find out the real profitability of a company, what will you look at? Yes, where will you check? Where will you look? Think and tell. Balance sheet, excellent. The balance sheet. The That is your first friend in the stock market. Your first friend in the stock market is the balance sheet. Let's look at the balance sheets of these companies. Now, this is Yes Bank. I'll share the link with you. This is Yes Bank here. And Yes Bank, let's look at the balance sheet of Yes Bank. In 2016, Yes Bank was making 60 rupees per share profit, 17, 72 rupees per share, 18 dropped down to 18 rupees per share. In March 19, dropped further to 7 rupees per share. And last year, it made losses of 13 rupees per share, and now the new result will come. Now, look at this and tell me, Now, do you want to buy Yes Bank for your 10-year portfolio, long term portfolio? Yes or no? No. Why? You don't want? Fine, fair enough. Why? Because it is running into losses. How can it give you 24% a year return when it is running into losses? So let's remove this away. Let's go to the big boss, Reliance Industries. Now, Reliance Industries, everybody was very popular here. Last year, not many people remember, Mr. Mukesh Ambani was busy selling his company to a lot of people all over the world because he was running heavy debts, udhar. His Geo was making losses. Its petroleum and business was not doing well. So now let's look at the truth here. 2016, the profit of Reliance was 84 rupees per share. 2017 dropped 96 rupees per share, little more. In March 18, it dropped to 53 rupees per share. March 19, 55 rupees per share. And March 20, still stagnating at about 48 rupees per share. Would you like to, looking at these figures, would you like to buy Reliance Industries for your 10-year portfolio? Exactly. And that is what. So all those who said no, their logical side has taken over. But there were five people who said yes, who are still emotional about Reliance Industries or who own that. And now they are not willing to get out. Now let's go to Tata Steel. Let's go to a few. Now Tata Steel, March 16 was 50 rupees, and in 4 years, it has only gone from 50 rupees to 58 rupees. That means in 4 years, it has given returns of only 16%. It is growing at just 4% per year. This is the growth of Tata Steel. Would you like to own Tata Steel in your list of top 20 stocks? I purposely chosen these names because these are biggies. Let's go to Tata Motors. Now, Tata Motors, look at Tata Motors. Tata Motors for the last 4 years is continuously running losses. Its last results were 20 rupees per share loss. I'm sure you would not like to look at this one. Now, nobody talked about Chaman Lal Shetty. Why did you talk about Chaman Lal Shetty? Because most probably you never heard the name. But your job is to buy businesses. Exactly. Let's go to Chaman Lal Shethia. Now I take Chaman Lal Shethia here and look at Chaman Lal Shethia. 7, 8, 10. It is continuously growing into its profit. So out of all these, there are stocks much, much better than Chaman Lal Shethia. But I'm just giving an example. Even after all these big names, Chaman Lal Shethia is a much better buy. So when we are coming here, building a portfolio, brands are not important at all. What is important is the performance, and you have to learn how to measure that performance. You need to have the skill. I'm again and again talking about skills. Now, when you were born, friends, how many skills were you born with? When you were born, how many skills were you born with? Zero skills? Exactly. You're born with zero skills. And thanks to our parents, we started gathering skills. They gave us the skill of walking, skill of talking, skill of socializing. Then you went out, had the skill of playing a game, cricket, hockey, football, skill of playing a musical instrument, riding a bicycle, riding a cycle and a car. Went to the school, started getting professional skills of reading, writing, then job related skills. You got the skill of becoming a doctor, engineer, chartered accountant, businessman, MBA, coder, and others. In fact, the first 25 years of our life are spent only in gathering skills, and the rest of our life we utilize those skills. You agree with this statement of mine, guys? First 25 years of our life, We only gather skills, and the rest of the life we utilize those skills. Stock market is exactly the same. In stock market, you spend about 6 months practicing and gathering the necessary skills. Then for the rest of your life and passing it on to the next generation, you can, you know, make money out of it. So it takes time. So it is not a quick rich scheme. I've seen a lot of people promising you the moon. Stock market is easy. Come here. 2 days I'll take you. I'll make you rich. No, I can't make you rich. You can make yourself rich if you are ready to work hard and learn the necessary skill. So let's go a little deeper into it now. Now, let's go to the Indian stock market. Yes, let's go to the Indian stock market. Now, here, this is the Indian stock market. Yes. And in the Indian stock market, here, this is the last 20 years. The price goes in three directions: up, down, and sideways. Let me first introduce you to your three friends. Now, your friends. Your You have three friends here. Your three friends. The first friend I've already introduced you to, which is your first friend, as I introduced you to your friend some time back. Let me see how many of you can recognize that. What is our first friend in the stock market? Balance sheet. Excellent, guys. Our first friend in the stock market is balance sheet. Are you liking the session so far, guys? Is the pace right? Not too fast or too slow? Fine, great. So let's continue. Most people liked it. Great. So your three friends, first is balance sheet. If you want to create a long-term portfolio, generate a long-term wealth, then you need to, learn how to read balance sheet, analyze balance sheet, and apply balance sheet. So what do you have to do here? You have to learn to read, analyze, analyze, and apply. You have to learn how to read, analyze, and apply the balance sheet. Then you will be able to make money here. Because the challenge is there are more than 5,000 stocks and you require only 20. So you have to find the best 20. And they are not always the same. You will find stocks that are, changing in performance up and down. Read, analyze, and apply. Now, your second friend in the stock market. Let me introduce you to your second friend in the stock market. It is called a technical chart. It's called a technical chart. Now, this is a technical chart. If you see here, in front of you is a technical chart. What is a technical chart? Technical chart is a pictorial representation of price. A technical chart is a pictorial representation of price. On the x-axis is time, on the y-axis is the price. X-axis time, y-axis price, and it is a time-price relationship. Now, a very basic chart is called a line chart. In a line chart, you join the closing prices. You join the closing prices and the chart is created. Most professional traders don't use this chart. The other chart is a bar chart. Bar chart consists of four prices: open, high, low, and close. The third chart, the most popular one, is called a candlestick chart, which consists of bodies and wicks. There are two colors of candles. One is a green candle, other is a red candle. When the price moves up, a green candle is formed. When the price moves down, a red candle is formed. Then This chart is called a Heinkanashi chart, consists of 8 price points. And then there's an execution chart called a Renko chart. So you need to be proficient in analyzing, reading, and applying all these charts. Analyzing, reading, and applying all these charts. Now, the price exists in multiple time frames. Now, this is a 20-year time frame monthly chart. Every candle is 1 month. Then the second chart is a weekly chart. Here, every candle is 1 week. Then there is a daily chart. Here, every candle is 1 day. And then there are intraday charts where a candle can be 5-minute candle, 10-minute candle, 15-minute candle here. So, and you need to be, and all these different time frames are interrelated. It takes about 4 to 6 months to master charts. Charts are everything. It takes 2-3 months to master the balance sheets. And on a chart, there are two parts. There is a upward part of the chart, which will consist of the price movements, the supports, the resistance, the challenge, the Bollinger Bands. It will be various, Fibonacci levels and other things. Then there's a lower part of a chart, which consists of oscillators and indicators. For example, if I add into this a very simple oscillator. Now, this down part is an oscillator and a indicator, which will tell me more about the price. It's a very scientific field that you can go into. So your second friend is a technical chart. It's a technical chart. Then your third friend. Now let's go to, most people not aware of this third friend. Tell me, when you guys will come to the stock market, will all of you have the same money? Will all of you have the same money, same amount of money? No. Will all of you have the same risk-taking capacity? Yes or no? No. That means each one of you will have a different risk profile. So, since each of you have different amounts of money, different levels of skill, and different risk-taking capacity, you have got a unique risk profile. So, the third friend you have is your risk profile, also called stock market profile. Each one of you have got a stock market profile, your risk profile. And until and unless you're not aware of it, you will make mistakes here, because only when you know your stock market profile and your risk profile can you enter the stock market, in a very unique manner. So these are your three friends: balance sheet, technical chart, and your risk profile. That is the third friend that you have. Now, the way you have friend, you also have enemies. Who are your enemies? Your enemies, your first enemy that I have found, and this is the biggest one, is your emotions. Your emotions. All of those who made losses, guys, how many of you couldn't control your emotions? Your small loss became a big loss, or even your profit became loss. Did it happen to you? So many people admitting here, yes, sir, it happened to me. See here? Yes, 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 yes. For freshers, you won't even know that it is so important. Meenu says, my profit become a loss. Jasmine says, Tahir Kabir says. So here. So when you are going into the arena of trading and investing, your emotions will play havoc for you. Because normally, why will they play havoc? Because from the childhood, when do you buy? When you're greedy or when you're afraid? When do you buy? When you're greedy or when you're afraid? Always when you're greedy. You always buy your greed and sell your fear. Stock market is exactly opposite. In stock market, you have to train yourself for many months to buy the greed, no, to sell the greed. So here in stock market, you buy the fear and you sell the greed, exactly opposite of what you do in your general life. That's why your emotions will be in conflict and you'll have to train yourself to keep those emotions in check with a unique set of processes. Then the second enemy you have, and this is also a big one, is looking for a shortcut to make money in stock market. How many of you have fallen in this trap, guys? Honestly, you thought there was a secret method or a strategy or a shortcut to make money, and you fell into that trap and you lost money. How many of you had fallen into this trap? Many of you are admitting. Thank you very much. It requires honesty to admit this. So don't look for, because there is no shortcut. There is no shortcut. Your learning curve can be fast or slow. I've seen some people become good in 2, 3 months, some take about 6 months. It's all about how fast can your learning curve go, but there is no shortcut. But there is no shortcut. Then your third biggest enemy into the market is dependency on others. Dependency on others. When you're thinking somebody else will make you rich, and the fourth enemy you will have is your lack of skill. What is skill? Skill is transfer of knowledge from conscious mind to subconscious mind by practice, practice, and practice. That is what is skill here. So these are your enemies. Now, tell me one other thing now. Let's go dive a little deeper. Monday morning, the market will open. Do you have a control as to what price the market will open? No, very good. But then somebody must be in control, otherwise, there will be no market. So let's first see who controls this market. Who controls this market? Who controls this market? This market is controlled by two players. One is called FIIs, foreign institutional investors, and second is called DII, domestic institutional investor. FII is the money that is coming from outside, and DII is the money that is coming from India. DIIs consist of mutual funds, insurance companies, banks, and corporates and big brokers. They control the market. They not only control the market, they create the market. Now, tell me which is better, trying to fight them every day and trying to win from them, choice number one, or finding out what are they doing and doing exactly the same thing. Which one is a better method, one or two? Exactly. And where do you find out what are they going to do? From the technical charts. From charts you can find out, because who makes this chart? You and me know we have no control over this chart. It is these FIIs and the DIIs who make these charts. It is they who make these charts. And once we learn how to read these charts and balance sheets, we can find out what are they doing, because they are market creators. They are market creators. And what are the markets that you can trade in India? There are multiple markets you can trade. First is stock market, 9 to 3:30. Second, derivative market. Derivative market, again 9 to 3:30, but it consists of futures and options. Derivative market. The third market, very popular in India now, is the forex market. Open from 9 in the morning till 5 in the evening. You can trade 7 forex pair in India. The most liquid is USD INR pair. And the fourth market, which is tradable in India, you can trade it, is the commodity market. Commodity market trading in gold, silver, crude oil, copper, potatoes, sugar. So all this is again a very versatile market. Opens at 9 in the morning and it is open till 11:30 in the night, Monday to Friday. So these are the markets that are created that you can trade. That you can. Now, what type of trading can you do here? What type of trading can you do? What are the styles? What are the type of trading? What are the type of trading? There are primarily 4 types of trading. First and the most popular style of trading is called intraday trading. And in intraday trading, your trade lasts only for 1 day. The trade lasts only for 1 day in intraday trading. Let me give you an example of intraday trading. Just a minute, I'll open one. Like this is IPO I was shorting, where capital was about 2 lakh rupees. Trade lasted for about 10 minutes. Profit was 19,000 rupees. Let's see. This was live. I'm showing a recording of that, just to give an example of intraday trading. IPOs have opened. Can site 25 I'm doing that. So here, this is a ChemCon IPO. I'm initiating a trade. So what happens in every intraday swing positional and portfolio? There is an entry point and there is an exit point. Every trade you will take, you enter based on a reason and you exit based on the reason, and your real capital is deployed on which you try to make profits. So here, I'm initiating trade and on. Now I've initiated my trade and the trade is going on. Let's go back here. 7 minutes into the. Now you see which side is the candle going? You see, candle is going on the downward side. Normally, there is a conditioning most people have is that down means losses, which is not true. In stock market, you can make profits in upward direction also and downward direction. In upward direction, if you are making profit, you are long in the market. When you buy, when you're long, when you buy a call, then you can make money. Similarly, there is a process called shorting the market. There's a process called shorting the market where you can make profit while the like here. See here, now I'm booking profits. Watch this one. Here, keep an eye on the main strategy. I'm booking my profits now. Booked a profit of 15,000 rupees in CAMS now. And more or less, I think this move is now finished. So I'm finishing. I booked a profit of 19,451 rupees. So this is a typical intraday trade. Where I planned a trade, entered the trade, and when my target was achieved, I exited the trade. So this is a typical intraday trading that you can go for. So, like, let me open. For example, this is a example of an intraday trade. 1,17,000 rupees of profit in intraday. This is a 22,000 rupees of profit in intraday. Now, intraday is very, very profitable, but then the risk is also very high. That means your skill has to be on a very high side, because in a short amount of money you have to make good money. And if you are not careful, if you don't have the necessary skill, now tell me, this 19,140 rupees that I made, the profit that I made, did I make it from somebody else who lost 19,000 rupees? Yes or no? Keep that in mind. For every winner, there has to be a loser. Stock market reflects life in general. That's what how life works. There are winners, there are losers in stock market also. If you want to be a winner, somebody has to be a loser. So, intraday trading, a very profitable style of trading, but you will have to prepare. I have two capitals. One is a personal capital of a few crore rupees that I use for my own trading, and other I have is a coaching capital of about 10 lakh rupees. With that 10 lakh rupees, I train my students under me. I teach by live trading. Let me show you an example of my trade log. This is my trade log. Now, I've seen many people saying, well, we always make money. That's not true. Nobody can always make money in the stock market. It's not possible. It's not practical. It's not possible. Let's see. If I go back here, let's look at March. This is my 10 lakh rupees. And I started my March with a loss of 5,198. Then second day also lost. Then I started running into profits. 2,600, 5,000, 33,000, 27,000. Now tell me, this 10 lakh rupees, if you put in your FD, how much profit will it give you per day? So let's compare. If you put 10 lakh rupees on your FD, how much will it give you per day? I'll do the calculation for you. Let's do it here. 10 lakh into 6%, 0.06, divided by 365 days in a year, it will give you 164 rupees per day. If you put 10 lakh rupees into the FD, it just gives you 164 rupees per day. For how many of you never thought this figure is a shocker? आपको बिल्कुल बोला वहां क्यों पैसा डाला मैंने, right? Because this is the exact money you get. And what do you expect from the stock market? If you are an intraday trader, you can make at least about 5,000 rupees per day. How many of you would like to make a 5,000 rupees every day? This is a 5,000 a day is a good amount of money for me. Don't come here for lakhs, come here for thousand. Thousand बहुत आराम से मिलते हैं, लाखों में time लगता है. But if you want to make about a few thousand rupees every day with intraday trading, that is very much possible. No big screenshot, no big dreams. No, be practical. When you are going to the office, earning a salary of 1 lakh rupees a month, aren't you working for just about 5,000 rupees per day? Actually. So you see here, I have winning days, I have losing days, and I log both. And if I see, I hardly have a losing month. The last losing month I had was in March 19 in my intraday trading. And here, this month is not going good for me, but I'm still making a 4% so far. And last month I made a 31%. This is the potential of intraday trading. But I have spent 20 years of my life learning and practicing it. Question you have to ask is, how much are you willing to work hard? How much are you willing to? So, let's go back here. So, intraday trading, extremely profitable form of trading. Second is swing trading. Now, swing trading is when your trade lasts up to 10 days. When your trade lasts up to 10 days, it is swing trading. It is a longer version of intraday trading. Intraday trading is 2020. Intraday trading is 2020. Swing trading is 50 hours, 1 day match. Then, third form of trading is positional trading. Positional trading, where trade lasts for a few months. And the fourth form of trading is portfolio building, where your trade can last for many, many years. Now, what are the products you trade? What are the products? What are the products? The first product, the least attractive one for a trader, is called stock. Stock can give profit in up direction only. This is the biggest drawback with the stock. It can give profit only in up direction. When the price goes down, you will lose money. The second and more versatile product is called future. It's a derivative, can give profit in two directions. In two directions, up and down. And the most versatile product is options. My favorite product, most versatile product, options, can give money in three directions. Can give profit in three directions: up, down, and sideways. So when you are in a stock, you buy and sell. When you are in a future, you go long or you go short. When you're options, you buy a call and you buy a put. That is what is here. Now, let's take an example here. If I look at the market, yesterday, JSW Steel went down. It did not go up. So let's look at JSW Steel. JSW Steel and ICICI Bank, they did not go up despite the market going up, they went down. Let's see if let's say, JSW Steel, if I was trading a put option of JSW Steel of about 640, instead of losing 1.5%, I would have gained a profit of 13% in a single day. Why? This is the property of that instrument. That's why options is one of the most popular products. Are you liking the session so far, guys? We are 1 hour into it now. Okay, guys. So let's move forward. Now the question comes, how will you make profits? How will you make profits here on this one? So, how will you make profits? How will you make profits and a part-time career? How will you make profits and a part-time career into this one? Now, you have to become, I've trained more than 5,500 students so far in the last 10 years. In introductories like this, about more than 1 lakh people have passed. And what I have seen is the only way to become successful is you have to become a rule-based, process-driven, fearless trader, and you have to become a rule-based, process-driven, fearless trader and investor. Now, how do you become a rule based, process driven, fearless trader and investor? I think the first step is to know and learn the 9 dimensions of this market. In my 20 years of journey in the stock market, what I have found in a nutshell is that there are 9 dimensions of the market that you have to master. And if you master them, you become a rule based, process driven, fearless trader and investor. Would you like to know about the 9 dimensions of the market? That is going digging a little deep. So let's try. I'll be sending a recording of this session to all of you. So no need to make notes. Everybody will get a recording of the session after I'm finished. So let's go. I'll remove this. Let's look into the 9 dimensions of the market now, guys. So this is your expectation. Building a long-term wealth by creating a portfolio, making 24% per year. By doing intraday and swing trading with futures and options, you want to make 10% a month on your capital. Another reason to become a trader or investor, very strong one. All of those who are doing a good job now, earning salary of more than lakh rupees a month, tell me one thing. Can you give your job to your son or daughter just like that? Can you give your job to your son or daughter just like that? Yes or no? No, exactly. That's why. But once you become a successful trader and investor, you have the skill of making money here, even if you spend 6 months learning it. Can you give that skill to your children? Can you pass on that skill to your children? Yes or no? And that for me is a big factor. You can pass your legacy to others. There are no time limits here. Saturday, Sunday, you don't have to work. Monday to Friday, 9 to 3:30. And in that also, trading time is not more than 1 to 2 hours. That's all. Rest of the time, you are preparing the trade, finding the trade. You don't have to report to anybody. There is no boss here, no employee here, no service to be given, nothing to be manufactured. No travel is required, no retirement is there, and it is the most democratic business. Whether you come with 50,000 rupees or 50 lakh rupees, each one of you is having exactly the same opportunity. That's why I love about this business. I've fallen in love with this business, guys. I'll tell you my story after some time, but let's look at the 9 dimensions first. Anybody can become a trader and investor. These are the 9 dimensions of the market, guys. Price, fundamental technical mismatch, candlestick patterns, volume, open interest, volatility, momentum, multiple time frame analysis, and sector rotation. Let's go and cover as many as I can. In brief, it takes months to master these dimensions. Let's come to the first dimension, which is price. Now, this is price here that I'm looking at. Now, if I'm looking at the price here, on this price, let me draw a balance line. Now, price is the same for everybody. Price is a probability, and let me add on to this a balance line. Now, this is the balance line here. Let's look at this. This is the balance line. Now, what we see is when the price goes far away from the balance line, the price becomes imbalanced. The price becomes imbalanced. And the moment the price becomes imbalanced, it starts coming back towards the balance line, goes to the other side, again becomes imbalanced, starts going back towards the balance line. Now, again, goes to the other side, becomes imbalanced, and again, the moment it becomes imbalanced, what is the direction of trade? From imbalance towards the balanced, it comes back again towards the balance line here. Then again goes on the other sides, becomes imbalanced. Then again comes back towards the balance line. And then see here, this is the crash, the corona crash. Remember? This is the corona crash that happened. And this was a amazing opportunity because you rarely get this kind of imbalance. And with this imbalance, with great speed, price started traveling back towards the balance line, touched the balance line, and after that, price moved to the other side now. And now, if you see, the price is coming back towards the balance line. Now, tell me, has your eye of looking at the price changed forever? Yes or no? Right? Why? Because we looked at price from a very objective point of view. We saw that the price has a habit of becoming balanced and imbalanced. And there are so many ways by which you can find balance and imbalance. Like here, this was one balance imbalance I found. I can find a balance and imbalance in an entirely different way. I can go here, try to find balance and imbalance using all these tools. For example, I say I want to find the balance and imbalance using a Bollinger Band now here. Now, this is an entirely different tool to find the balance and the imbalance. I can find the balance and the imbalance using a dual down. I go here and I say I am trying to find the balance and the imbalance now from a momentum and the strength of the trend perspective. Now, this one here is another method of finding the balance and the imbalance. But the base principle is now, Mr. Gurman Oberoi says, how to know the balance line? The easiest tool. See, you, Mr. Gurman, haven't you already started looking for a shortcut? Sorry to break your heart. See here, here. Mr. Gurman Oberoi says, how to know the balance line? Easiest tool. See, aren't you already looking for a shortcut? Yes or no? Avoid this. I'm just introducing you to the ABCDs. And if it was so easy, everybody would be rich. If it was so easy as reading a line and telling you how to make profits from there, everybody would be rich. But you start from here. You start from here. There are multiple tools you combine, like here down. This is a tool. This is a strength tool. So the first dimension of the market is price. You have to understand price from multiple perspectives. From multiple perspectives. There are at least 20 different oscillators, indicators. There are trend lines. There are Bollinger Bands. There are channels. There are Fibonacci's. Like, for example, let me show you entirely different tool now for price. I go here in this one and I draw the monthly chart here. This is the monthly chart here of the market. And let's go to the crash of 2008. And this crash of 2008 was a classic example of a Fibonacci level. The golden Fibonacci level of 61.8%. Sorry, I'm going a little technical, but I don't have a choice. And there are traders who only trades technicals. There are traders who only trade technicals. Then if I add into this, let's say, entirely different tool now to analyze the price. Let's see here. Now this is entirely different method of moving averages to find out the balance and the imbalance of the price. Now, look at it. I've just introduced two, three, four methods. There are hundreds of methods like this. And if you are learning, so is another person learning, so is the third person learning. So, when will you make money? When you are average or when you are the best? Yes. When you are average or when you are the best? When will you make money here? When you are the best. Exactly. So don't even dream of making any money here if you are average. Average आदमी को stock market में कुछ भी नहीं मिलता है, loss के अलावा. There are too many people selling dreams. My job is to, I'm a coach. I have to prepare you first before I can coach you. It's a very paying field. I haven't seen a profession more paying than this profession. But if you are ready to work hard, that's what I always say. Now, the second dimension of the market is a fundamental technical mismatch. Is a fundamental technical mismatch. What is a fundamental technical mismatch? Now, when we go here, we say, let's take an example of fundamental technical mismatch. Let's say Tata Steel. Let's see here Tata Steel. Now, if I look at Tata Steel here, now Tata Steel was making a profit of 50 rupees per share about 5 years ago. And now also it makes only 58 rupees. So it is growing at just 4% a year. Is it a great company or an ordinary company? Very ordinary company. But sometimes what will happen because of the emotions of the market, the technical price will exceed the fundamental price. Technical price will exceed the fundamental price. Tata Steel. This is Tata Steel here. Let's open now. Now this is Tata Steel. And I add into this the balance line now. Now, if you look at Tata Steel, the balance sheet is very ordinary. So, balance sheet price is much lower while the stock price is much higher. Look at the chart and tell me, is Tata Steel at this time balanced or imbalanced? Tata Steel is hugely imbalanced, and most people want to buy Tata Steel. So, for most of the people, what is the emotion of Tata Steel at this time? Is it fear or is it greed? Are most people greedy about Tata Steel or fearful about Tata Steel? They're greedy about Tata Steel. And what will I train you? What will everybody train you here is you don't buy the greed, you sell the greed. So if I look at Tata Steel, this is Tata Steel. And after this huge rally and a fundamental technical mismatch, I know a 38% retracement is a common retracement here for me. It's a very, very common retracement. So in Tata Steel, my trade is very simple. This is my entry. Here is my stop loss. And this is my target in Tata Steel. I've already identified my trade. This is my trade in Tata Steel. So, looking at the fundamental technical mismatch, the pattern that is forming, and the Fibonacci levels, I decide Tata Steel, this is my entry. So is my entry long or is my entry short, guys? मेरी entry long है या मेरी entry short है? Of course, short entry. So can I enter into this using the stocks? Yes or no? No, very good. No, you cannot enter this using the stock at all. You cannot do it intraday. So, what form of trading will it be? It will be swing trading. You will be doing swing trade, not intraday. This is swing trading. And what product will you use? What product will you use here? You can use future and you can use option. So, let's decide the level now. Entry, stop loss, and this is my target. Entry, stop loss, and my. So now let's look at the setup of this trade. इस trade का setup समझ लेते हैं. If I'm wrong, how much money will I lose? 68 rupees. But if I'm right, how much money will I make? 171 rupees. So what is my reward to risk ratio? 2.5 times. So now let's do the base math. I love math. That's the exact language. If 50% of the time your loss target is hit and 50% of your time your profit target is hit, overall, will you be in profit or will you be in loss? Exactly. So, because the basis, now let's see here. This is the beauty. Let me do a little maths for you. Now, if I go here in this, I'm an engineer, guys. I'll end up in maths. So let's say this is profit, trade number. Let's spell trade number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 9, and 10. And I assume that once you're making profit, once you're making loss. Trade number 1, let's say I hit a profit of 171. I hit a profit of 171. 171. Okay. And in second, I made a loss of 68 rupees. The result here was profit. Let's understand the base math. Loss. Now, I just duplicate it. So here, if you see, what is my success rate in this? My success rate in this is just 50%. That's my success. Only 50%. And what is the net result? I still made a 515 rupees of profit on this one. What is the learning? What is your learning from this? I love to teach. But learnings are important. सीखा क्या इसमें से आपने? From this Excel file, what is the key to success in stock market? Sikha, what did you learn? Is profit. What did you learn? Tell me your learning. Exactly. Rishabh Vijan, the first one to give a good answer. Can we have a round of applause for Rishabh Vijan? Big profit, small loss. Excellent. This is the key. Ye guru mantra hai. As long as you have big profits and small losses, even with a 50% success rate, you will do great. If you reach a 70% success rate, you can leave your job and do it full time. Do it full time. So this is the biggest learning. The key is your profits have to be bigger, losses have to be. See here in this one, my trade log. See here. This month of mine is going very ordinary, not great. But My profits are bigger and my losses are smaller. This is the principle. You cannot control this market. Loss is going to happen. इस मार्केट को दक्षिणा तो देनी ही पड़ती है, but make sure you get more from the market and give back less to the market. There are four results in a trade: small profit, big profit; small loss, big loss; small profit allowed, big profit allowed; small loss allowed, big loss not allowed. This is the key, guys, that we are looking for. So if I see here in this, now if I move into this, let's take this trade a little farther. Now here I go to Tata Steel future. Tata Steel future, which is a lot size of 1700. So what is my, and I require 4,89,000 rupees for it. What is my potential profit? 171 into 1700. I have a potential profit of 2,90,000 rupees on about 4,90,000. 50% profit potential in 2 months. If you know how to handle it. If you know how to handle it. And if you're going into the route of options, let's say I look at a option of, let's say, about 800 rupees, a put option of 800 rupees. Here in this option is available only for 4 rupees. 1700 into 4, just 6,800 rupees. And no matter what happened, you cannot lose more than this. In any option, the maximum you can lose is the premium. So this is the second dimension, the fundamental technical mismatch. The third major dimension, and it requires months and months to master it, is the candlestick patterns. In candlestick charts, patterns are continuously created. For example, if I'm looking at let's say metals, we are looking at metals. So I go to the metals sector. This is the metal. And here, this is the metals. And we see around this level, the metals are in a breakout. So I have a breakout pattern into this. There are gaps, there are flags, there are triangles, there are double tops, there are double bottoms, there are head and shoulders, and there are 50 different patterns that you can master in this, that you can go for. Let me see if I can show you an example of a pattern. Just a minute. I teach with live trading, guys. That's how I teach. Using if you are using a 10-minute chart, use ST2. If you are using only in a 5-minute, this is a classical example of a flag pattern. I teach with live tradings, guys. I don't teach theory. My style of teaching is I live trade with my money in front of you. You can copy my trades, you can learn from those trades, and you practice till you don't need me and you can do it on your own. So this is a example of patterns. So now, then volume is a very, very important dimension as to how much quantities are being bought, how much quantities are being sold. Then open interest is a mathematical dimension. Like for example, if I regularly trade Nifty, many of you might be trading Nifty here. So if I go to Nifty, most people don't even know that this dimension exists. This is a purely mathematical dimension, and this consists of the options data, where it shows the balance between the option buyers and the option sellers. And once you understand this dimension, your probability of success goes as high as it requires. But before you can understand this dimension, you need to master your charts and you need to master the first three dimensions. You go here sequentially, yeah? Then first, then second, then third, then fourth, and so on and so forth. So these are the 9 dimensions of the market. Once you understand these dimensions of the market, you can practice these 4 styles of trading: intraday, swing, positional, and portfolio building. And these are the asset class from which you can make profit: stocks, futures, options, commodity, and forex. What is the skill set required to become a trader and an investor? Let's focus on this. The first is reading a balance sheet and the business model. It is called fundamental analysis. Second is chart reading with technical analysis. Third, very important skill is to do stock filtering. There are 5,000 stocks. I cannot open all the charts, But like, for example, let's go here and take an example of stock filtering. Let's say on Monday morning, I want to find out what stock I should do my options on. So I go here and I scan it. So I edit this here. And in this one, I want to scan. Just I'll make a new one. Option trade on Monday. There's an option to trade on Monday. And I choose out of the 5,000 stocks the list of the most probable one. Then I say I'm looking at the stocks which are, where trend has become a little stronger now and is likely to reverse. So out of the 5,000 stocks, I filter, add into this, and just a minute, I have a little issue with my filtering here. Just a minute, because I have a little hitch on this. Give me a minute. So here, scan, and I select a condition on this. I said on a big trade list here. On a daily chart, show me the stocks where ADX is greater than, let's say, 35. Great. Save and scan. I have a scanning issue, guys. The software is not working properly. But here in this one, you can scan it and it will give you a filtered list of the stocks which you can buy or sell. Then in this, you can put multiple conditions. Like, for example, here in this one, if I see, these are various conditions I have put for myself. I say, show me the stocks that are closing above the Bollinger. It will give me that list of stocks here. So that is a very important skill to have. Another challenge that people face is there's some people who say, how will I do intraday trading? I am doing a job. I cannot look at the market for the whole day. In fact, I can't look at it at all. How many of you have this challenge that how will you do a intraday trade? You are doing a job. Say yes if you face this challenge or you have this question in your mind. A lot of you have this question. Now, the good news is your presence in the market is not required at all. We are in the age of auto trading. Let's say I've identified a short trade in Tata Steel. And I see already Tata Steel has started coming down. Tata Steel has started moving on the downward side here. So I plan my trade on Tata Steel. I said Tata Steel, I'll enter if it breaks below this level. I'll put my stop loss above this, and more or less this gap filling becomes my target with my reward to risk ratio of 3 is to 5, and say I want to short about 200 Tata Steel. I say I want to do 200 Tata Steel at a price of 877, stop loss at 912, book profit is 769. And most people think you have to wait for the market to open to execute your trades. How many of you have this thought in your mind that for you to take a trade, the market should be open? That is not true. That is not true at all. There is something called aftermarket orders now, where you don't have to wait for the market to open. You can put your orders into the market 24 hours, even on Saturdays and Sundays. Like here, I can put this order into the system right now. And Monday morning, you can go to your job, and whenever the price will come at the specified level, it will go short on Tata Steel, put a stop loss on top, and the target inside. And whenever the target is achieved, your profit will be booked. Now tell me, is your presence required in the market at all? Your analysis is required, your presence is not required. And think logically, by being near the market, can you control the price? By being near the market, can you control the price? Of course, no. In fact, the market will just make you more emotional. That's all the market will make you. It will make you more emotional. So, this is risk management methods you have to learn, mastery of online platforms you have to learn, high probability trading setup. This is very, very important. I've underlined it. Do not enter the trade till the time your setup, your trading setup is in place according to your stock market profile and your risk profile. A trading plan aligned to your personality, rational decision making training, money management and trade management, and managing emotions and your subconscious mind. This is what is required, guys. This is what is required. I've been talking to you for almost 90 minutes. Let me introduce myself in brief before going further, guys. My name is Yogeshwar Vashishtha. I'm a civil engineer by profession. I've done my MTech from IIT Roorkee in 1989. My international certification in management from South America, Peru, and my advanced courses in trading and investing from Pristine Academy of USA and other places. This is my MTech degree, guys. I'm very proud of it. My career started with Skanska, which is a Swedish multinational, and I was involved in hydropower projects. I was the chief geologist of hydropower projects in Sri Lanka, in Sweden, in Norway, and my last project was in Peru in South America, Yungan hydropower project. My trading journey started in Sri Lanka when I was working on Kugleganga hydropower project. There, I started my journey of becoming a part-time trader under Jeffrey, who was my first mentor. Learned from him for a few months. From there, I was transferred to South America, Peru, working on Yungan hydropower project. There, I enrolled myself in an online course of Pristine Academy of USA. They're still there. I remember at that time, in 2002, I paid a salary of almost 3 lakh rupees, which was almost my 1 month salary at that time. And that was the best decision of my life that I have taken. One thing I've learned in my life, if you have to become the best, you have to pay. in terms of efforts, in terms of money, and in terms of time commitment. The biggest commitment is always the time commitment. So, this was the changing point in my life. I trained under them for many years. And by 2006, I was making 10% a month on my capital. And from there, I was transferred to Scotland. But I decided to come back and become a full time trader. So in 2007 February, I came back to India, became a full time trader. I stay in Mumbai city, you know, and I'm a full time trader. I do this for a living. I have three phases. Phase number one, doing a job and becoming a part time trader. You'll normally go through that phase for a few years till you become ready. Then in the second phase, I became a full time trader from 2007 to 2010. My best year was 2008 when the crash happened. Then, from 2009 onwards, I started coaching people. People approached me for coaching. I started coaching. But I teach only with live trading, no theory. I teach only with live trading. I trade my money in front of you. Very few people in India do that. Theory, a lot of people do. Then in 2010, I had another wonderful opportunity. I became part of this international group of traders, some of the top traders of the world that I have known. And they took my trading journey to the next level. Utterly thankful to them. In 2012, I started working on a mentoring model of my own, said thank you to those group of traders. This is my company, pathfinderstrainings.in. You know, earlier it was com, now it is IN, pathfinderstrainings.in. This is John Bollinger, inventor of Bollinger Bands. Started creating a mentoring model of my own. And this was my first group in December 2012, 35 students in Mumbai. After that, more than 125 batches like this passed out. And since everybody couldn't come to Mumbai, eventually, about 5 years ago, the course became totally online. And now you can be coached under me from anywhere. So, this was more on a professional front. On the personal front, since this is online, so here, let me introduce my family in absentia. This is me and my wife, Vashishtha. We love to travel. I think this is Dubai. Our favorite place is, Europe. We love to go a lot to Europe. Paris is our favorite. Then, uh, this is my younger son. His name is Siddhant. He studies in Purdue University, USA. For those who know, Purdue is among the top 10 in the world. And he's doing his double major in data science and computer science. He's a trained options trader. In fact, he codes his algorithmic trades. Then my younger one is this. The elder one is Vedant. He studies in Chicago, completing his fourth year. These are my two boys, Siddhant and Vedant. He's final year in Chicago, doing his computer engineering here. Then I stay in Hiranandani Estate, Thane City, Mumbai. This is a small family gathering at home. Then let's see. Love to travel. This is the James Bond Islands. Then, okay, I think this is Italy. Leaning Tower of Pisa. This is with Shamak Dower. Shamak Dower has written a book called The Laws of the Spirit World. This became our common connect. And let me see a family picture. Yeah, this is, I think, a vacation we had in Germany. Another advantage of stock market is because in this profession, your physical presence is not required. You can easily practice this profession while you travel. So that is the advantage of this profession, guys. So let me tell you about the coachings that I give. But to be coached under me, you have to give an interview, guys. I take a 1,000 rupees advance from the course fees. You pass through an interview tomorrow. If you pass the interview, then you can do the balance payment. If you fail the interview, your 1,000 rupees is refunded back to you. The way you are looking for a good coach, I'm also looking for serious students only. Is this a fair deal, guys? You pay 1,000 rupees, give an interview, fully refundable money. If I don't find you suitable, I give it back to you. If you don't find me suitable, I give it back to you. Fair enough? Let me tell you about it. So, in the course, I teach you how to build and manage your own portfolio, make money with intraday trading, catch market swing with swing trading, and trade leverage assets and make money when the price goes down. It's a complete course. These are some of the initial batches that passed out before the course became totally online. And more than 5,500 people who have passed through it. A course starts every Sunday, a batch starts. These are the various batches that have passed out before it became online. Let me show you the format of the course. This is the format of the course, guys, that is there. I assume that you are a person doing a job and you want to learn trading to create regular incomes and to build long-term portfolio. How many of you fit into this profile? You are doing a job, you would like to keep your job, but you would like to make an extra few thousand rupees per day from trading and build a long-term portfolio. Say yes if you fall into that category. This is for them. This course is for them. Now, the course starts with the orientation session. I know you go to the office every day, so you don't have to come to me every day. The course starts with the 3 hour of orientation session under me, where you are oriented for the course. Then there is a foundation. I know you are freshers or loss makers. So, first, there's a foundation course of 50 hours, 1 month, which is pre-recorded so that you can listen to it at your convenience. Some finish in 15 days, some take 45 days. On an average, it takes about a month for a person to finish it. In this, you are taught how to read a balance sheet, how to analyze a stock based on balance sheet, how to read a technical chart, what is a candlestick pattern, how to filter. In fact, everything that is required before you start practicing live with me is part of the foundation course. And when the foundation course is going on, there I have got a support system. I've got a software, a support system where you can keep on putting your queries in. And there is an education manager at your disposal who will be helping you. Every Friday between 4 to 6, I'm available to my students. You'll get my personal number. You can call me on that if you have a query. Then this builds your foundation. And I don't believe in 2 day, 3 day courses. So mine is a lifetime of course that you will be training under me for life. Whose life? My life. Now, once your foundation is ready, then you start doing live trading practice. There will be 2 sessions per month from 9 to 3:30 whole day. Recordings will be available. This will go on for 6 months. Normally, it takes 6 months for a person to become proficient. So there will be 12 live trading sessions with recordings. Then every Thursday in the night, 9 to 11, you will have a live learning session with recordings. Every live session will have a recording. And in this, important topic is taken. I teach with live trading. Let me give you an example of a how a live trading session looks like. The last one I did, just give a minute, let me find it out on my, yeah. Okay, let's open a live recording. This is a live session that happened recently on 17th March. Okay, guys, welcome everybody. So there are a lot of people who are joining, and we have a market that has. See, this is a live trading session in which more than 500 of my students join me. I told you it's a lifetime of a course. And here we begin by analyzing the market. Let's look at here. We analyze the market, then we identify our trades, and I sit with about 10 lakh rupees here on this one. But in the start, you're not expected to bring any major money. In the first 1 or 2 weeks, you are just doing paper trading, watching what I'm doing. Then you will start with small money, 5,000, 10,000 rupees. Then gradually, as your practice and your skill will grow, you will. So, trading is very much there. It is at 947. See here, I've initiated my trades in MTR Tech and VDL, and I'm making a profit of 1,223. We keep on working, and while the trades are going on, zero now. I teach you here various methods. A proper trade log is maintained. Go further into. Here I'm maintaining a proper trade log, and on this day, because of the psychology. See here, I finished with a profit of 30,650 rupees, but those who were trading with me also made this money. So you get an advantage of not only of learning, but also of earning on a live trading day. That's how the course goes. Then every Friday, I'll give you a recorded session of important topics. And then every Thursday from 1 to 2 in the afternoon, there is a mentoring session and a live trading session that continues for life. This is how the course goes. This is for serious people. I have 135 people into the class right now, and I normally see that 10% of the people are serious. So I'm looking for those 10% serious people who are willing to go through an interview tomorrow. Refundable. If you fail the interview, if you don't like our style of trading, just take the money back, no questions asked. This is the course fees, guys. One-time fees, 47,000 rupees, all inclusive. Includes the software on which I was giving a demonstration, course notes physically delivered at your place, dedicated education managers, and live trading sessions under this. And it's a lifetime of a course. You can pay by credit card, debit card, net banking, wallets, GPay, Paytm, or cash cards on my site, pathfinderstrainings.com. It is not in now, I just changed. And this is the offer today, guys. I want serious people to come. So I've got 10 discount coupons of rupees 4,700. When you pay your 1,000 rupees advance today, you get a 10% discount, and you pay 42,300 instead of 47,000. But I have only 10 discount coupons. Plus, you get 7 trading ebooks. Sajan says, what is the duration of the course? You become proficient in 6 months. The course continues for life. That's how the course goes. And where can you pay this 1,000 rupees discount? I've got only 10 discount coupons of 4,700. Go to my website, pathfinderstrainings.in. This is my website, guys, www.pathfinderstrainings.in. Do a free registration on it. To pay the 1,000 rupees, you have to do a free registration. Then go to the paid trainings. When you go to the paid trainings, you will see here the first link is of 1,000 rupees discount. Please don't pay the full money. You're only allowed to pay 1,000 rupees today. So once you have done the free registration, you can use this link to do the 1,000 rupees refundable advance, by which you are granted an interview tomorrow. If you pass the interview, then you can pay the remaining fees. If you're comfortable paying with a GPay or a Paytm, then you can pay with GPay or Paytm, the 1,000 rupees refundable advance here. This is my personal number. When you will be paying on this, you will see my name, Yogeshwar Vashishtha. So you can pay on this one. I've got 10 discount coupons that I can give you today. So, and this is the offer today that I have. The first 10 people who pay the 1,000 rupees advance for the course get a discount coupon of 4,700 rupees. And you can start doing your payments for the course now, guys. And those who have any queries or questions, now I'm open to questions, guys. So you can pay on the website, you can pay by GPay, you can pay by Paytm. As soon as I receive your 1,000 rupees advance, I will give you a confirmation. Any questions you have, you can ask me now. Okay. Okay, guys. I've received the first payment on website now from Mr. Narendra Lokhare. First payment I've received on the website from Mr. Narendra Lokhare. The last four digits of your mobile are 4218. Last four digits of your mobile are 4218. Satish says Paytm number. These are the Paytm or the GPay numbers, guys. I'll just share the numbers with you. 99670705. A course starts every Sunday. So I have batches now. If you see here, I have a batch starting tomorrow. I have one batch starting next Sunday. So two batches, one starting tomorrow, other starting next Sunday. So these two batches I have announced, and one more here. So every Sunday there is a batch. This month there are two batches. Every Sunday a batch starts. Okay. The course fees is same for everybody, guys. There's no more discounts or small discounts for the course fees is exactly the same for everybody. First 10 people are getting a 10% discount. There are discount coupons for them. And this is the GPay number. This is the offer that I have. Out of the 10 coupons, one is gone and 9 are left. Mahindra says, I just did a GPay. Just a minute, Mahindra. Let me open my GPay and Paytm, guys. Yeah, I've got from Mr. Mahendra Reddy. Yes, Mahindra, I've received your payment on GPay. The last four digits of your mobile are 7080. Out of 10, two discount coupons are gone and 8 are left now. So two discount coupons are gone, 8 left now. As soon as you do a payment, please tell me so that I can confirm your payment. I only have 10 discount coupons, guys. On after 10, I'll be stopping. The maximum 10 seats I can given because I have 10 discount coupons. Okay. Jignesh says, what is the Paytm number? I just shared. Paytm number and GPay number are exactly the same. I have exactly the same Paytm and the GPay number, guys. So two seats are gone. Now three are gone. The third seat is gone, guys, on the website. And I have Chitra Shivastav. I have a payment advance from Chitra Srivastav. Last four digits of your mobile are 0136. 0136. So three discount coupons are gone now, guys, and seven are left now. Okay. Please ask your questions also. I'm sure you have queries and questions. Please ask them. Make sure you do a registration on the website. On the website, if you have to pay, you have to do a free registration first. Only after doing a free registration can you pay the 1,000 rupees advance, and this is the 1,000 rupees advance. Advance is refundable, guys. I say advance is refundable. This is the link. So if I want to join sometimes next month, where do I connect? It is a number on top here, ma'am. 9022330009. You can connect here. Okay, so I have 3 are gone. So 3 of the seats are gone. 7 are left now. A course starting one tomorrow. I have a course starting on next Sunday. So 2 courses are starting. Okay, Satish Khan is a question. Where should we do these tradings? Do I have to open a demat account with some back? No, you can have a demat account with any broker you want. Okay, Jignesh says money is sent. Just a minute, Jignesh, let me confirm your payment. Just a minute. Yes. Jignesh, I've received a payment from Mr. Jignesh Prabhu Bhai Patel. Yes, I have your payment now. I've received a payment from Mr. Jignesh Patel on Paytm. So 4 seats are gone. 4 discount coupons are gone and 6 are left. So 4 coupons gone, 6 are left, guys. So let me have more questions coming. Satish, do I have to use any other apps? No, you don't have to use anything. I'll be giving you the software that you will be using. Other than this fees that there are no hidden costs. I've seen many places where there are hidden costs. Buy a software, do a data charge, nothing. There is no hidden cost. This is all you pay, and this is lifetime of training, guys. This is a lifetime. That's all you pay. And today there is off. Other than this, there is no other charge or cost involved. Mahendra Reddy says I'm facing issues regarding OTP. There is a small issue with SMSs, guys. So please check your email. The OTP will be there in the email also. Those who are trying to pay from website, if you are facing a OTP issue on your SMS, just go to your email. It will be there. It will be there. Okay. Okay, now Mr. Rangabanda Rao say, what are the other infra required like software, broadband? No, you will require a laptop, guys. A computer or a laptop is required. That is a requirement. Then you will need an internet connection, probably 100 Mbps and higher. You will require an internet connection, 100 Mbps and higher. But you can also do trading on your mobile phone. A mobile app will also be given to you where on your mobile phone you can do trading. Okay. On the mobile phone you can do trading, guys. Is anybody facing a problem doing payment on the website? Somebody said they are not receiving the OTP. Because I have already received 2 payments on the website. Now, Akhilesh, how to start learning from scratch? Akhilesh, the course starts from scratch. Another clarification, the course starts from absolute zero. That's the whole purpose of the foundation course. The whole purpose of the foundation course, like this foundation course means it is assumes that you are a beginner. You don't know anything. That is what is the purpose of the foundation. Is for the course starts from absolute zero, guys. The course starts from absolute zero. So fine, guys. I have received one more payment on the website now from Mr. Sanjay Agarwal. The last 4 digits of your mobile are 0099. So out of the 10 seats, 10 discount codes, 5 are gone and 5 are left now. This offer is available only today. It will not be there tomorrow. The offer is available only today. Ranjit says when the interview sessions will be started. When the training session will be started. Normally, once let's say you have passed the interview tomorrow, then you decide you want to start the tomorrow's session or you want to start from next week. So once you tell your education manager when do you want to start your session, then they will help you to start. You can even say, I want to pay the money now, I want to start after 2 weeks. That is fine with me. Which was a live trading with Swiss software, the one that I'm using right now. That's the software I'll be using. What must we know for the interview, Akhilesh? You don't need to know anything about the interview. I know that you don't know much. So the whole purpose of the interview is to find out your profile and do you have the necessary commitment for it. That's all. That's the whole purpose of the interview, guys. 5 seats are gone, 5 are left. Okay. Any other questions, guys? It's almost 11 o'clock now. My time is up. But if you have any queries, any questions, you can ask me now. Another, guys, those who have paid me by Google Pay, yeah, that's another important thing. Those who have paid me by GPay or Paytm, please WhatsApp your full name and email ID on this number. Make sure so that because sometimes on the GPay or Paytm, your full mobile number is not visible. Now, Clifford has a question. What about helping hands in between trades? I'll say the aim is to make you independent. There's a support system available, but with experience of 5,500 people, guys, you will be there. But you have an education manager and a trading manager who will help you in your trading when you are in the process. Now, Altakar Sachin say, I'm more interested in investment than trading. Do you also help building long-term portfolio? Yes. This whole course starts with fundamental analysis. That was say you are taught. Okay, maybe I was not clear enough. You are taught how to build a portfolio. That is the first thing you are taught. In fact, long term, yeah, this is what you are taught. Build and manage your own portfolio. That's the first thing you have to do that. You will have a trading manager, Clifford. Portfolio building is an integral part of the course. In fact, in the first, second months itself, you will start your portfolio building process. Start your portfolio building process. Okay, guys, that's from my side today. So, did you like the session today, guys? Any comments you have on the session, please let me know. Those who have paid the advance, your interviews will be tomorrow after 10 o'clock in the morning. The interviews will be tomorrow after 10 o'clock. And I'll be sharing with you on my email IDs the name and mobile numbers of my team members who will be taking your interview. So, thank you very much. Okay, now Mr. Sachin say I work for US clients. The timing for 9 to 11 may not always be suitable. The live trading is in the day, 9 to 11. Every live session with the recording, Sachin. And in case you miss the live one, you can listen to the. Thank you very much. All the best and God bless you.